But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend. But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this land's for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Ill Cartel. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to y'all, and thank you for being here with me on this Friday night. Hope everybody's having a great time. Hope everybody got after that money this week.
Million.
All right? And it's time to chill and do hood rat stuff with your
But
friends.
I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
All right, welcome. Glad y'all are here. We'll have a chill night. Hit that like button on the way in. Don't cost you a damn thing. Salutes. What is poppin', y'all? Welcome. Good to see y'all. All right, good to see y'all. All right, shout out Shannon. Shannon was first in the building today. Salutes. Shout out Mr. No Mama's Way himself, Zachary Leckleitner. Salutes to Zach. Zach be out there getting that money.
Million.
All right. Shout out Zach. Been a hell of a day. I need some good hood rat shit with my friend.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
That's it, man. Salutes to you. All right. Shout out Deb Heiser on the check-in. Happy Friday, chat. We made it through the week. All right. Shout out Yuck TV. Salutes. My brother Oso in the building. Dede in the building. Where'd she go? All right, hopefully the note will go out. Lost her. There she is. Boom. Shout out Deb. Shout out Dede. Appreciate y'all. We got a couple of things we're going to talk about tonight. Shout out Zach. Yo, that had his dope shot. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Couple of things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about a dude named Jay Sabatino that is supposedly a cell neighbor with El Chapo, and they've become fast friends. All right? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the trailer for a new flick that Emma Coronel is dropping. A documentary. So we'll see that trailer. I'm going to try to do it without getting clapped. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best to do it without getting clapped. Yeah. And we'll go from there. We'll see what else is popping. We'll be here for a good time, not a long time. We just got knocked down all the way down to one viewer. Don't ask me how that happened, but that doesn't sound like everybody walked out at the same time. That sounds crazy. No mama's way.
No mommy's way.
All right, hope everybody had a great week. Gonna give it a little bit of time to repopulate. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. I got it figured out. All right. Boom, hit them likes, y'all. Let's get them likes back up since they knocked down our viewership. Let's get them likes popping. Hope everybody had a great week. A lot of things happened, and we went live on Wednesday. We covered the unrest in Mexico and the riot at the Capitol. And, we looked into, could this be just, just a few bad actors, just like anywhere else in a protest, a few agent provocateurs. That happens. We talked about that. We talked about them pushing back Joaquin's hearing date. We came to the conclusion that maybe he needs more time to make a better deal. You get a deal. You get a deal. You get a deal. Everybody gets a deal. Shout out Deb. Forgot to hit that like button on the way in. Salutes. That's right. El Tubo got you walking a tightrope right now. Yeah. Tubo looking at me like I'm crazy. I got to be very, very careful how I do this right here. I'm going to try something tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Shout out Zach Leckleitner. Today was the first day in my 49 years on this earth I called 911 and ain't get locked up. I feel you. Salutes. I'm glad you're here joining us. All right. Hope tomorrow's a better day, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful but I want to see if we can see that trailer and react to some of it. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it a try. All right, we just waiting to repopulate the room. El Tubo is choking me with that tightrope. You know how that be. Yeah. Claudia Seidelbaum wants to mediate between U.S. and no. She wants to be the mediator between the U.S. and Venezuela. Let's be friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Ones you can depend on. They trying to have friends and shit. They trying to be friends. I don't know for how much longer the U.S. has a government if these truths keep coming to life. Our government's in fucking shambles right now. Right? Shout out Zach. My uncle fell out and had to leave by ambulance. Shit was very scary. Speedy recovery and positive vibes to your uncle, bro. All right, glad he had you there to handle your business. So salutes to you, Zach. But yeah. I'm seeing more talk lately about the Albanian side of this trafficking and the Colombian side of this trafficking. It's more than just Mexico out there. The Chinese side of this trafficking. It's more than just Mexico out there. The whole world is in on this shit. The Canadian side, all of that shit. I mean, all right, salutes. Hit that like button on the way in. We're going to get into our first story. We'll holler at the people as they enter. Yeah, U.S. and Venezuela. Thanks for catching that, Shai. No problem. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. They need a mediator between them. 1 minute she's telling people they don't tell us nothing. They don't tell us nothing about what happened to Yoma. They keep us in the dark. Then the next minute, let's be friends. Wild. All right. I'm going to have to get my translation on with this one. Because as we know, Gorilla Knots doesn't have auto dubbing. And they don't even have closed caption. So all you got is your boy and his broken understanding of that Spanish. All right? That's what we got. That's what we're working with. But we're going to be all right. All right, hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all for being with me today. Let's have a good night. And million. Get that positive money energy out there. All right, let's get it.
Un mafioso de Brooklyn es vecino de celda del Chapo Guzmán en la cárcel.
A mafioso, an American mafioso is cell neighbors with Pocha.
Un mafioso de Brooklyn es vecino de
A Brooklyn mafioso, right, is cell neighbors with Pocha.
Celda del Chapo Guzmán en la cárcel de máxima seguridad ADX Florence en Colorado.
At the ADX Supermax in Colorado.
Su nombre es James Sabatino y está preso por robar millones de dólares en
His name is James Sabatino and is in prison for stealing millions of dollars in jewelry.
diamantes a varios joyeros, a quienes engañó.
For many jewelers who he fooled by saying he had a record label. I heard this already, so I got my practice on. Who heard that he had a record label, or under the cover, the disguise that he had a record label, he would borrow jewelry for music videos and artist appearance and shows and stuff and not return it.
Haciéndoles creer que era un ejecutivo de una discográfica y que necesitaba las joyas para sus próximos videos musicales.
Safe to say he didn't have a record label. He probably did though, because the mob always been in the mix of the entertainment business. Again, maybe he was a Gambino affiliate, right? But we also know that, hey man, if he's if a guy talked to a guy that talked to a guy who's connected with some guys, well, they considered that guy in the media and in the courts a member, or a person of importance, or maybe he was just bottom of the barrel thief connected to some people in the mob. What do we know?
Que serían protagonizados por artistas como Beyoncé, Jennifer López y otras celebridades. Ambos han pasado más de 5 años en celdas contiguas, segregados de todos los demás prisioneros. Ocasionalmente coinciden en alguna de las 2 horas a la semana que se les permite salir a que les pegue el sol y se ejerciten. La comunicación, aunque limitada, existió y se hicieron amigos.
He says, hold on, that he's been on that cell block for 5 years.
5 años en celdas contiguas, segregados. Ambos han pasado más de 5 años en celdas contiguas, segregados de todos los demás prisioneros.
We've been in cells by ourselves, sequestered from all other prisoners for 5 years, with 2 hours of out of cell time.
Ocasionalmente coinciden en alguna de las 2 horas a la semana que se les permite salir a que les pegue el sol y se ejerciten.
Just to get sun and to exercise.
La comunicación, aunque limitada, existió y se hicieron amigos. De acuerdo
The
con
communication, though, it's breaking the rules, they became friends.
la comunicación, aunque limitada,
All right, they were in cells next to each other.
existió y se hicieron amigos. De acuerdo con información del medio sinaloense Río 12, tras coincidir en varias ocasiones, ambos capos comenzaron a comunicarse a través de la pared que divide sus celdas, mediante golpes en el concreto, o a gritos.
He said people used to communicate through the prison, or people communicate through that prison, banging on walls, yelling through vents, yelling cell to cell.
Suaves por la ranura de la puerta y el suelo. Sin embargo, al no hablar inglés el Chapo Guzmán, y el poco español que habla Sabatino,
And even though Pocha doesn't speak English and dude has little knowledge of Spanish, they communicate and created a friendship. Now let me show you this guy right here. Whenever you see that guy in the hip hop world, that guy, he might got a bunch of fat skeletons in his closet. This guy right here. Look at him. There's always been that guy. That guy always exists. Sometimes that guy becomes an executive. That's a problem. All right, shout out Method Man, but that's the problem when you got these guys around. You end up picturing Method Man's like, man, I don't know that dude. I just took a picture with him. What the fuck?
Sin embargo, al no hablar inglés el Chapo Guzmán, y el poco español que habla Sabatino,
Look, this dude right here, yeah, got the bottles and the shades. Woo! That guy right there always got that guy right there, he gets you every time. He looked like he's wearing a Rockefeller chain.
hacía difícil la comunicación. Esa situación habría motivado a Sabatino a escribir una moción de su propia. Sin embargo, al no hablar inglés el Chapo Guzmán, y el poco español que habla Sabatino, hacía difícil la comunicación. Esa
He said that the communication between them was difficult.
situación habría motivado a Sabatino a escribir una moción de
I guess it says that situation motivated Sabatino to write a letter
su propio puño y letra, para que se le permita convivir con el Chapo Guzmán de una manera
to ask to be able to live with Pocha. What? I thought they don't do cellies in ADX. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. I thought they don't do cellies in ADX. He want to move next door with the homie. Well, if y'all can't speak through the fucking door, what y'all gonna do when you get in the cell together, huh? Look at this guy. He thinks he's doing it right here. He thinks that this woman right here, well, he wants you to think that with the picture, but he wants you to think that this woman right here is swooning over him, all right? All right, with his Rockefeller chain. He got a Rockefeller chain. Where'd he get that? He's a Brooklyn guy. Jay, you gave him that? He got 2 Rockefeller chains. Huh. We're going to have to look for his connection to Rockefeller.
creativa. Río 12 informó que la petición fue enviada a un tribunal de distrito de Estados Unidos.
He said the message was sent to a tribunal in the United States
A través del abogado de ambos israelíes.
through his through various lawyers.
Sinosa. Señor juez, he estado totalmente aislado durante más de 20 años en esta sección de las suites, y en los últimos 5 he llegado a conocer al señor Guzmán.
He said something about, well, he's been there 20 years. Something about he's been there 20 years. He's telling the judge this. I've been here 20 years, and over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know Pocha.
Y puedo decir que me preocupa su condición mental, pues en el último año se ha
And I can say that I am worried about his mental health.
deteriorado, ya que las condiciones
It's
de
deteriorating.
aislamiento extremo en que estamos, pues en el último año se ha deteriorado, ya que
He
las
said in the last year his mental health is deteriorated.
y puedo decir que me preocupa su condición mental,
And I can say that I'm worried about it.
pues en el último año se ha deteriorado, ya que las condiciones de aislamiento extremo en que estamos, sin tener contacto con otros
He
presos,
said since we're already in an extreme isolation where we can't contact anyone outside,
destruye a cualquiera.
this would destroy anyone.
Está completamente aislado como lo estoy yo. Pero en el último año
He's completely isolated the way I am. Do they know each other? Shout out Kenny on the check-in. No, they don't know each other. They just sell neighbors and shit. You know? They just wake up in the morning and he'd be like, amigo, and the other guy be like, hey, chaps, how you doing? What's going on? You know? And that's it. They just sell neighbors that don't understand each other from one side of the wall to the other.
ha tratado de hablar a los celadores, pero ninguno de ellos habla español. Yo. Destruye a cualquiera. Está completamente aislado como lo estoy yo. Pero en el último año ha tratado de hablar a los celadores, pero ninguno de ellos habla español.
He says he's completely isolated as am I, but in the last year he's tried to talk to COs, but they don't speak Spanish either. I doubt that. It's a motherfucker in there that speaks Spanish somewhere.
Lo cual impide la comunicación y que tenga conocimiento de su situación, y de las acciones que está tomando el gobierno en su contra. Cita la moción enviada de acuerdo con Río 12 donde Sabatino ha señalado en su petición, que clama un acto de humanidad para él,
Hold on, I'm getting the words together before I butcher them and bring them to you.
pero también para el Chapo, pues al no hablar inglés y no tener conocimiento de las leyes acto de comunicación y que tenga conocimiento de hablar a los celadores, pero ninguno de ellos habla español, lo cual impide la comunicación y que tenga conocimiento de su situación, y de las acciones.
This impedes information, the language barrier, and him knowing his situation and things, you know, just being able to do things.
Que está tomando el gobierno en su
Y'all
contra.
tell me if I'm wrong too, all my Spanish speakers. And she going fast too.
De la comunicación y que tenga conocimiento de su situación, y de las acciones que está tomando el gobierno en su contra.
And you know, that that language barrier causes him not to know what the government is doing, you know, as far as his life goes.
Cita la moción enviada de acuerdo con Río 12 donde Sabatino ha señalado en su petición, que clama un acto de humanidad para él, pero también
So he's asking for an act of humanity for Pocha.
para el Chapo, pues al no hablar inglés y no tener conocimiento de las leyes americanas ni de su condición actual, su situación
And Chapo don't speak no English and don't know nothing about his situation.
pues al no hablar inglés y no tener conocimiento de las leyes americanas ni de su condición
And he don't know nothing about the laws in America.
actual, su situación viola sus derechos
And he can't talk to a lawyer. He can't talk to nobody. They got him hushed order.
humanos. Dicha moción fue presentada en el tribunal con la única petición de que se les permita tener tiempo de recreación juntos.
He wants them to be able to have recreational time together. He wants them to, I guess, be able to walk the cage together, two separate cages, but where they can see and talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Al respecto, el abogado Israel Encinosa dijo a la cadena estadounidense CBS News, lo que básicamente pedimos es que se les permita caminar y hablar juntos, en
He
jaula.
wants them to be able to, what they're basically asking for is for them to be able to walk and talk. All right? Shout out 323 on the check-in. Happy Friday, on point with your Spanish. Thank you, I appreciate that. Salutes. All right, salutes.
Separadas, al mismo tiempo. Son seres humanos, pueden ser individuos con defectos, pero
They're humans. They could be they're humans. They could be people with defects or what's a better word for that? I don't know. They could be fuck ups, All right, but they're humans. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people Poacher didn't treat like a human, man. He treated them subhuman. He treated them like they were less than human. Some may be deserving, some maybe not so much.
Deben ser tratados como seres humanos.
They should be treated like humans, the lawyer said.
Ambos están alojados en un ala especial de la prisión Supermax conocida como las Suites. Río 12 informó que no se les permite comunicarse con ningún otro prisionero y tienen interacciones limitadas con el personal penitenciario.
He said they can't tell. He said in that prison is the rule is they can't have no communication with another prisoner, and they don't have access to be talking to staff and shit either.
Tampoco se les permite hablar con nadie fuera de la prisión,
You can't talk to nobody outside.
excepto con sus abogados y
Except with your lawyers
uno o dos familiares 2 veces al mes durante no más de 15
and 2 family members 2 times a month
minutos.
for 15 minutes.
Todas las llamadas son monitoreadas por
All of the calls are monitored
el FBI.
by the FBI.
Sabatino abandonará la prisión en 2034 tras cumplir su condena. Sin embargo,
All right, Sabatino will be out in 2034,
el Chapo enfrenta 3 cadenas perpetuas.
but Chapo got 3 life sentences. I said his name. Son of a bitch. I was doing good though, man. Look, I go.
Yo vivo tranquila con la pena. El próximo caso.
¡Cállate, hijo de papá!
Cállate, hijo de puta.
Las autoridades federales consideran a Sabatino miembro de la familia criminal Gambino,
All right, the feds consider Sabatino a member of the Gambino crime family. Look at him. Forget about it. Look at him.
quien cometió muchos de sus mayores fraudes mientras estaba bajo custodia federal en Miami,
And that he did a big amount of his scams while he was under federal.
Gambino, quien cometió muchos de sus mayores fraudes mientras estaba bajo custodia federal en Miami,
Yeah, he was under federal custody in Miami when he did this shit. So what was he, an informant?
utilizando teléfonos celulares de contrabando. Las circunstancias de
Using contraband telephones. No shit. I mean, when you got a guy, you got a guy. Hey, I got a guy. You need a thing? I got a guy.
estos 2 reclusos son únicas, señaló el abogado Encinosa. Ambos son considerados los reclusos con mayor nivel de seguridad no solo en la ADX, sino en todo Estados Unidos. La demanda judicial ofrece una visión poco común y detallada de las condiciones de vida tanto de Guzmán como de Sabatino. Según reportó CBS News, solo hay 4 celdas en el pabellón donde ambos se encuentran, cada una de 3.65 por 2.13
So there's only 4 cells in the block that they're at.
metros. Están
Those are probably the 2 that are together, and then the other 2 are probably separated.
equipadas con una cama, un
Now that she's giving me schematics and shit of the prison, like she wants me to build a tunnel or something. Relax, lady.
Too much information and shit.
Fucking information and shit, man. God damn.
Bullshit.
escritorio, un baño, una ducha y una jaula de recreo independiente. Las celdas cuentan además con una cámara con visión nocturna y sonido, lo que lo somete a vigilancia audiovisual.
Says the song got he said the cells got cameras in them and shit. Oh, mama's way.
No mommy's weak.
Las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana,
7 days a week, 24 hours a day surveillance. Where the tapes at?
la cual es monitoreada
But there's always, just in case, there's 1 minute that they could cut out of a video in a prison in the cell like that. There's 1 minute. Right? Y'all hear me? You catch what I'm saying? Sometimes there's just 1 minute they have the discrepancy to just snatch out of there. The fuck?
y grabada tanto por la Oficina Federal de Prisiones como por el FBI. Tanto Guzmán como Sabatino tienen permiso para salir de sus celdas un par de horas a la semana.
All right, they got him and Sabatino, they get to come out of their cell a couple hours a day, a week. Or 2 hours a week? Let me see.
Tanto Guzmán como Sabatino tienen permiso para salir de sus celdas un par de horas a la semana.
Oh no, 2 hours a week they get to come out their cell. Damn! Or maybe it's not 2, a few hours a week. Lights are on 24/7 in the cell. Crazy. I mean, you get used to that shit, you got to. Shout out HG on the check-in. Salutes. Thank you for coming through.
Cada una de sus celdas se conecta a una puerta trasera que da a un área exterior cercada. Las jaulas son individuales y no permiten el contacto físico entre
Individual cells, and they don't allow physical contact.
los reclusos. Están bajo tierra y rodeadas por 4 paredes. Lo único visible desde ellas es el cielo.
The only thing visible from the sun is the sky. I mean, from the cell is the sky.
Ambas jaulas también están equipadas con cámaras de video y dispositivos de grabación de audio individuales.
They got microphones and they got cameras. The next friend, Rio. Pide lo que se dejen convivir. Yeah, that's basically same old thing. I think in Portuguese. Right? So what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Why do y'all think Sabatino is what's the word? Lobbying to the judge about coexisting with Poacher. I gotta start letting these other platforms start when I start, because I be forgetting to turn them on and shit. Why do you think this guy's writing letters and shit to the judge about this? Is this innocent in nature, where it's just two guys? And maybe Poacher don't know that this guy wrote the letter. Maybe he didn't write the letter. Maybe this is just a story they want us to talk about, right? But whatever. Let's say he wrote the letter. What does he want to do, huh? Is it just two guys in the ADX that or one guy that's like, hey man, there's two of us, you know, one cell there, one cell here, at least let us talk. Well, that goes against what that prison is and why they put y'all in there. Is he high? Is he using? I mean, he's a con man, right? He's a confidence man. Is he using the old man's mental health to shoot his shot? Let me see. If the judge says, you know what? I think you guys can benefit from the positive reinforcement that comes with walking the yard together. Huh? Or does the judge think they could do something shady? And is that a thing? Maybe they could do something shady. Maybe they're in there colluding, rather than just, maybe the old man's playing his mental health, huh? Are we seeing some mafia / Bartel, you know, movie shit for the future, where they plot the great escape with the help of the American mob? That's probably a thing too, what that said. I don't think they're supposed to know who in the next cell. Probably not. He probably gonna get his ass slammed in a building by himself by that judge just because he's writing letters and shit. Talk about how he got to know the old man. You in trouble, man. Straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
You know? All calls are monitors, and that's corrections for you. Poachers in range 13. He's doing it for clout, Zach? There's no communication in there between inmates. They say there's not, right? Maybe the answer is there's not supposed to be. People in prison, you know, they got nothing better to do than to find the seams in the wall. Find the hollowed out, you know, where they could yell and how they could hear each other, how they could communicate. Very resourceful when you have no resources. You figure it out. So it's probably not supposed to be. Shout out Sheldon on the check-in. What if they're plotting this amazing thing with the help of the American mob? Or just another story to tell. Another dude taking an attempt at getting moved somewhere else. Or, you know. Or he's sent to take care of the old man. And I mean it in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's there to get him. Huh? contracted. This is just my imagination running wild. If I was making a movie out of this scenario, it's either the Bartel and the mob got together to break out the big guy, or he's there to hit him, or he's just a nice guy, man, and he wants to be there for the old man in his time of need. Shout out that in the ADX, I believe, is made to keep you completely isolated. Yeah, but like they said, there's 4 cells to a unit. I don't know. Shout out Sheldon. He said ADX, there's no double cell, there's single cell only. Yeah. They're not saying that there's double cell. They're saying single cell. Are you saying each unit has a single cell? They're saying they're in separate cells, but they're next to each other. They're the 2 that are next to each other. And then the other 2, I guess, are next to each other. Black and white TV, double door, all concrete. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know if banging through the wall is gonna do it. Well, maybe his mental health is fucked and he's just talking shit to the judge. But as far as they say they communicate one way, shape, or form. Shout out McDam on the check-in. What's going on, bro? Hope all is well. I've been missing the show because of work. Hey, get that money, man.
Million.
But then when it's time to sit down and chill with us. We got plenty of stuff on the channel for you to check out and hit that like button on. Salutes to you. With Chopper is they let them out 1 hour a day, but in a cage. And Buddy wants to walk the cage at the same time with him so they could talk. Okay. The whole complex is single cell. So why are they saying that they next to each other in separate cells? Everybody's lying. That's why, Sheldon. All these motherfuckers out here lying on the internet. Okay, McDam's going with his imagination too. Salutes. They're trying to break out Pocha and Yoma so Mexico can have a little order instead of the cowboy stuff. Listen here. The only thing that's going to do is have them scrapping against each other. You know what I'm saying? It's wartime. There's no turning back. There's no slowing that shit down. Is Metro still alive? I don't doubt it. Just because we don't see him. Visits are by phone through glass. Well, my understanding is it's only with lawyers, right? They can only talk to their lawyers. And family on the phone. I don't know, but Buddy got a plan going on. Buddy got a plan going on. He wants to be able to walk the yard with Pocha. At ADX, shout out Shannon. There's been talk of an attempted breakout of Pocha. There was an unaliving in there of Tati. Then the yard got 86th. They should make Pocha and Mayo do a celebrity boxing match on pay-per-view. It's crazy. Who y'all got in that fight? Huh? Who y'all got in that scrap? I don't know, man. Should I put up a poll? Let's put up a poll real quick. Let's put up a poll. Is Sabatino plotting against Pocha? Trying or colluding with Pocha, meaning becoming friends, business associates, planning together, or here, I'll put planning with Pocha. helping mentally, helping mental health, or let me see if it even allows me to put another one. Or this whole letter is just BS. I think that'll do it. Let's get it. Start the poll. Get your votes in before we move on. I've never been in ADX, but I know a couple of people who was there. One of them is Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull. Chapo because he was a hitman. Chapo would win because he was hitman before he was a boss. Okay. I think he's younger, no? Younger too. All right, get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. All right, we got APB out on Mr. Eddie Jimenez. APB out on Eddie Jimenez. All right. Hopefully I didn't say nothing that you didn't like and you bounced on us, and hopefully all is well. So our publicity, so the Gambino start working with the Sinaloa cartel. That's the planning part. Planning together, right? Like my imagination said. Planning together to, make friends, make nice, get help from the American mob to break out Poacher. Right. 75% so far think it's BS. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. 25% think planning with Poacher. All right, planning with him. Let's see, make sure we're good over here. All right. 40% think planning with Poacher. 60% think all bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
All right, shout out Sheldon. See what this top fan looks like. Deb, HG, and Shannon in the top spots. All right, get your votes in. I'm going to end this poll. I am going to end this poll. It's always about money at the end of the day. Yeah? Listen, these fools is tough guys outside. They all get soft in the joint as far as in the joint you're going to do things and hang out and talk to people you thought you wouldn't for the sake of what y'all got going on in there. Could be money, could be whatever. He's probably losing his mind in isolation like that. And, he's trying to use Poacher's mental health to get him in there. To help himself out. Get himself somebody to talk to and walk with. Shout out there to Per Supermax Prison. That solitary confinement is an ongoing measure. Regular cells are solitary confinement units. And prisoners are kept in there alone with no contact with others. But see, that's still vague. My thing is, they can't be, does next to each other count if they're still inside of a cell? A concrete cell? Again, maybe there's no communication. The letters all bullshit. As far as the poll is concerned, the letters all bullshit. 33% say planning with Poacher. 67% say whole letters BS. I'm about to end this poll. How does it not let me end the poll? I've never seen that before. Oh, there it is. And I'll end the poll. They're sending kites. That's the thing. Can they? Are they capable? Are they capable of banging on walls? Are they capable of yelling through vents? I'm sure those things exist. Vents and shit like that. They got to, right? It's solitary, but they still need oxygen and airflow, right? So I'm pretty sure, again, prisoners are extremely resourceful, and I'm pretty sure they find a way to communicate. And if they don't, well, then this guy's whole story goes the way of the dodo bird. Right? Bullshit.
Bullshit. Mm-hmm.
Right. Let me end that. We'll see. We'll see what the judge says. We'll see if we get an update. And, you know, they can't escape. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I think they can't as well, but I never say never. I never say never. All right. Boom. That shit is crazy. Buddy wants a friend. I just want to hang out with Poacher. Can I hang out with my neighbor, please? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? All right. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to move to my next story. We've been here 10 minutes short of an hour. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. One of these just because. That's it. All right. Let me pull up this joint. Alright, I'm going to be stopping this one. I'm going to be starting this one. This one, let me get some English subs on this. Shout out Shannon. I agree 100%. Not yet. Yeah, I just don't put, put it past nothing. Alright, I want to do this properly, so let me go here real quick. Let me go here real quick. And I want to put a I want to change the shape of this screen quickly before we move on, because I don't want to get clapped. We already got one strike. We don't need two. Okay? We don't need two. Is it this? Let me see. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Let me go find one. Give me a sec. Right here. Here. Bow, we do that. Boom. All right. Then do this. Knock down this opacity real quick. That might be a little too much.
Cuando yo lo conocí.
No, you good like that. Oh, look at the first words of the story. Shout out Teddy real quick. ADX Supermax, like 37 miles from Fort Carson Military Base. Yeah. Sounds like the middle of fucking nowhere for sure. All right, we try to oil this chair today. Ain't no oil in this chair. This chair gonna squeak until there's a new chair. You know what I'm saying? We gave it a shot. All right, let me take this. Make it a little bigger. No, down here's fine. I got the announcement for this sent to me, and then I got the trailer sent to me for a new documentary on Oxygen called Married to El Chapo. Oh, shit. Married to El Pocha. Emma Coronel speaks. Quote, everyone has had me wrong. Everyone has had the wrong image of me. Right. Let's get it.
Cuando yo lo conocí. Y yo tenía 17 años.
When I met him, I was 17. To all of you jerk-offs out there that want to argue with me and be like, look at you making accusations on people that you don't know about. So you don't believe her either? You don't believe the girl that was 15 years old that we covered, that Gusgri interviewed? Y'all are disingenuous and y'all are PDF file sympathizers. Okay? You are so thirsty with your crime god to be the realest motherfucker y'all ever heard of that you want to ignore the facts. And the fact is that 49-year-old man met this young lady when she was 17 years old. Married her when she was 18. The other one was 15. What do you think? They're the only two young ones he's ever had? I'm a piece of shit because I'm pointing out the obvious? Fuck you.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
When I met him, I was 17.
Cuando yo lo conocí. Y yo tenía 17 años. No me he referido a él nunca diciéndole el Chapo. Yo le decía mi amor.
I never called him Pocha. I called him my love. Do we want to talk about, do you believe that 17-year-old girl, 18-year-old girl had true, real love for this man? Or was this kind of elevation groomed into her by family, by town, by circumstance? Do we believe that? Do we believe that a 17-year-old is thinking like that about a 50-year-old man? I don't know, man. I never called him Pocha, she said. I called him my love.
No me he referido a él nunca diciéndole el Chapo. Yo le decía mi amor.
See, this is probably... Hold on. Go back here with it. Didn't her father used to work with... I don't know, maybe. Quite possibly.
Joaquín
An Oxygen True Crime Original.
Guzmán lo era, el Chapo. He was in charge of the Sinaloa cartel.
He becomes the most wanted man in the world.
And then Chapo was arrested.
This is the trial of the century.
Shout out Tere. Tere confirms, yes. His father worked for Pocha.
While everybody else watched Chapo, I became convinced Emma Coronel was a more interesting story.
Yeah, she was the story?
She married El Chapo when she was so young.
It was a gross power dynamic.
That looks like a different person. That looks like a little girl with a bunch of makeup on. No? Mind you, I gotta stop it. We not trying to get clapped today. A gross power dynamic from an age perspective, yeah. She was 18, he was 50.
Dynamic from an age perspective, 18 and 50, that's not...
Look, totally different person.
It
Look.
was a gross power dynamic from an age...
Look, even there, totally different person. Completely different power of surgery. Look at him and look at her. This is a child. Now, don't get it fucked up. Young ladies got to think about their exit strategies, right? Young ladies got to think about their exit strategies in Mexico. We've heard about young ladies, you know, having their parents offer them to the twins in the town, right? Because everybody's looking for that elevation, that way to get their family out the dirt. That shit is ridiculous to me.
Perspective, 18 and 50, that's not a man you say no to. She's this beauty queen. She grew up.
Look, totally different person. That's a kid right there. Shout out Pure Art in the check-in. Salute, get that money. Millions. Shout out Big June on the check-in. I appreciate you. Salutes to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I already know. Millions.
In a very tiny town.
Who's these women?
All our editors were like, get her.
America wants to know how you feel, man.
This craving.
Now look at all that lip. It's a lot of lip right there now. Late again. I hope I didn't miss too much. Now, yeah, you missed the first story, but that's what Replay Gang is for. You know what I'm saying? Salutes. All right. This is after she helped somebody tunnel out of prison.
From people to know more. What she saw and what she learned during her time with El Chapo.
Excuse me.
There was a cloud of suspicion around her. She herself is one small step removed from bloodshed.
She was in the middle of the shit. Is she an innocent bystander? Or did she become a gangster? El Chapo have to do at least 25 to 30 years by himself. After that, he'll be transferred to another section in the same complex where he'll be able to go to rec for a couple hours. Well, they say he goes a couple hours a week, they said. But then again, everybody over there is just throwing us information and shit. And that guy wants to be able to sell up with him, basically, and walk rec with him and be able to talk to him. And he said he wants to be there and help his mental health. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Shout out Velez on the check-in. What's good, Shy? Es viernes de bolsita plebada. Sáquenla pandal al putazo, okay?
No mommy's wait.
Welcome, Velez. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for being here. Her dad is 57 now, younger than Pocha. Well, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. But he was looking for an upgrade too. He want that promotion. You get motion with that promotion.
She was a pawn in a game that she very much learned how to play.
What exactly is her role here? Is she really kind of a mastermind?
Mastermind of what? Do y'all think she remarries? Do we need a poll? We need a poll. When does this movie come out? I need to see this. Does Emma wait for Pocha or remarry? That's the only two choices we got right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out Velez on the check-in. Salutes. Again, APB out on Eddie Jimenez. Big June says she is, but in the States. She is what? A mastermind? A gangster, but here? What are we talking about? She's what in the States? Shout out Tere. Tere said, I don't think she will until Chapo's in the dirt. So she'll wait until he's gone? You think she'd still have to worry after that? Does she have to worry now? She worried about that? That's probably why, right? Why you say she won't do it till he's in the ground. See what the poll says. 100% says remarry. All right. And when I say wait for him, that's what I mean. Like, you know, wait for him till she's free and clear. Maybe I should have put be alone forever. I think she'll remarry someone in the same line of work. You think so? That's crazy. Is she in America now? Is she in the US? Or is she in Mexico? What's her status? That I said exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean by wait. Like, I'll wait as long as, you know. If the boys are still free, will they be mad at her? If she got married right now, you think something bad would happen to her? Look, Capo, you're here, Capo, so shut your goofy ass up. Bro, Poacher's over. Find something new to talk about. If I was talking about the twins, you'd bitch and cry about that. If I was talking about something, you'd bitch and cry about that. So kick rocks. We don't even know who the fuck you are over here. You know? You've never opened your mouth in the chat except to talk about Poacher's over. I'll talk about what I want to talk about. The truth of the matter is you're entertained. You're here watching. No mommy.
No mommy's wait.
I'm in your fucking bubble.
I'm in your bubble. I'm in your bubble.
Go get your fucking shine
Go home
box.
and get your fucking shine box.
She probably would love a younger man. Yeah, she don't have that one, right? She don't got that under her belt. She lived a crazy life from 18 to wherever she at now. How old is she now? Bro, the topic that you're talking about that I'm here listening to is over with. Shut up, man. Goofy. No amount of money or clout or power is worth my daughter. I agree. 18 years old, homie at the party, like, hey, man, you know what? I've been looking at your daughter and, what? Wow. All the way the fuck out. I mean, what's this poll? 100% so far say, damn, 100%. A strong 100% say she's going to remarry. Should I rephrase it? Well, I guess wait for Poacher covers if he going to fall off. I don't know that, I feel like she would have been caught out dating or something already, no? Has there been any bochinche? Any chisme? I ain't heard nothing. I remember mentioning the last one. She'll probably end up with a baseball player, but I ain't seen nothing. I don't even think she was 18, to be honest. She was 17 when they met, supposedly 18 when they married.
Or is she a victim of circumstances beyond her?
She a mastermind or a victim of circumstances? Yeah, in some ways. I guess depends on the situation and mindset. Like people that trade their daughter for livestock. Yeah, well, that's fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is this? Game of Thrones, man? Oh, mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
Kind of a mastermind.
Or is she a victim of circumstances beyond her control?
Todo el mundo han tenido una imagen muy diferente de mí.
Everyone had the wrong image of me. What says she hasn't been dating? I mean, the fact that I think that TMZ would have had videotape of that shit. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that makes me think that she's just minding her business. Little side piece in the cut. I thought about that too. But how does she do that without slipping up and getting popped off? And is she in the U.S.? I got to look into these things. Crazy thing is they're even legally married. Are they? I think they are legally married. La pobreza en necesidad está cabrón. Papás. I mean, not enough to sell my daughter for cattle. You know what I'm saying? Not when there's other ways in the world. When it's not fucking 1236. It's not the year 1236. And you got to trade motherfucking your daughter for an oxen and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, go fucking, tell your wife to go get her OnlyFans. You go fucking get a fucking job and, relax, bro. And Mexico, and I know Mexico's fucked up, but Mexico it ain't the year 1296 out there, motherfucker, man. I think she's in the U.S. and she's on parole right now. Yeah, see, my thought is if she's stepping out with somebody, cameras is catching that. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Contrary to capo belief, she's news. That's why she got a TV show. That's how done they are that they're still making documentaries about the shit. Fucking jerk off. Bet you he's still listening. Yes, Rocha.
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
Cabrón. No, yeah, not that cabrón. She was at the club clubbing, probably, and I'm sure the cameras caught her. Velez, I will never understand that perspective. You ain't got an oxen, motherfucker. You gotta get you an oxen first. Buffalo or some shit.
En este momento de mi vida, me siento preparada.
At this point in my life, I feel ready to talk. She's ready, y'all. Not if you're at home or at a friend's. Now that, I believe, you got a condo. People are in and out of that building all day. You get you a sweet little something to come through. That's cool. That I can see. But not straight up, we're going to, to a restaurant and hanging out and shit. Front page of National Enquirer. Wasn't she in Paris for Fashion Week? Yeah, her parole officer's very laxed. Very, very lax. No, it makes sense. It makes sense, Big June. If she's home, somebody creep up, and, hey, look, side piece, all right. But she ain't stepping out with nobody. She's ready to talk. We're ready to listen. Why? Because evidently their story is not dead. They're still talking about it.
Para hablar. ¿Contando? ¿Ya? ¿Estamos?
Married to El Chapo.
Friday, November 28th, Married to El Chapo on Oxygen. Right? Maybe we do a reaction to that and try not to get clappity clapped. Know what I mean? We'll see how that goes. Definitely not in the open. Right? They need to stop being mad at me. I'm giving them more promotion Have y'all seen about this? Have y'all seen this commercial? If I'm the first one to show it to you, then I've given more promotion to this show than they have. You know what I mean? Shit. What are we talking about here? Yeah, shout out Big June. She probably got a slide through. That's possible, but she ain't stepping out. That's for sure. That's for sure. She'll probably pull off some gangster shit like marry one of these Dubai princes or some shit. No? That'd be some gangster shit right there. French Montana just did that. French Montana married some princess in Dubai. Everybody's a prince or a princess over there from what I understand. But he married some princess from Dubai, but from what I understand, the prenup is crazy. If they fall apart, it's like French didn't exist. He don't get shit. She snitched on Poacher too. She snitched on the twins too. Never seen the commercial or watched that channel. See, I did better promotion than they did. I got this shit to the people. Don't be mad at me. Right? What you mad at me for? What the fuck me for? That poll is still 100% remarry. 100%. Get your votes in. I'm ending that poll. 100%. So cool. We'll keep an eye out. Maybe I'll react to that. Hopefully, if we don't get clapped for the trailer, we'll be able to do that. Boom! Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. Got him. All right. Salutes. Welcome. We had an APB out on you. Glad you're here. All right. Appreciate it. Salutes. She snitched on Shael. She said shit about me. All right. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through. All right. Boom. We got knocked down to one viewer again. Because El Tubo don't give a shit. Alright, let me knock this down. Knock this down. Let me knock this down. That worked out though the way I wanted it to. And I don't think I got clapped. Let's get it. Let me take this off. Get rid of that. Close this. Alright, we should be good again. Yeah. So is trading the livestock to have your daughter married, isn't that dowry? Like, ain't that some medieval time shit? We way too advanced for that, BS. Absolutely. Go sell some feet pics. Don't sell your daughter for cows. What the fuck are we talking about here? Alright? China be on some other shit. I don't know what they be doing with the daughters. I don't know what they be doing with the daughters. Where everyone at? Yeah, see, I don't know if the Noto went out. I know we keep getting knocked down to one viewer. We've been here, what, hour and 15 minutes. I got through my 2 Bartell topics. If I do body cams tonight, I'll be moving over to the Ill Crimes channel. Make sure you sub up on the Ill Crimes channel. We are going to have to start doing our live streams over there. All right? Our live streams of body cams and interrogations and stuff like that. Today, there was the video that dropped was of a kid that was in an interrogation room with a cop. The cop interviewed him after the kid had already been 24 hours, and then he 24 hours, and then he gets interrogated for another couple hours, whatever. And he's not giving them cohesive information, and the cop is talking shit to him, and in no time did the cop notice that the kid had hammer wounds to the face. So the kid was scrambled, and this cop is interrogating the shit out of him. I'm going to drop the link for y'all so y'all can check that out. No ICE videos. We got ICE the fuck out of here. I'm going to drop that link for y'all right here. That's the link for the video that we dropped on Ill Crimes today. All right, put that in your queue, in your playlist to watch next. We're going to end this poll because this is senseless violence right here. Nobody thinks she's waiting. She's remarrying. Should have probably worded that different. Is she going to wait till he passes away? You know what I'm saying? End the poll. All right. Shout out HG. She dipping on the DL. You never know. Uber Eats delivery guys are getting lucky. Eso pasa. It's going down. The Uber Eats delivery man get the door. Hello?
Are y'all ready to party?
That's it.
Let's go! Get your hands up! 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 Get your hands up!
That could be what it sounds like over there, HG. As soon as the Uber guy shows up and shit, you know, it turns into baby oil and fucking can't stop, won't stop. Shout out Velez. Them ICE dudes be wildin'. You see the one that got arrested in the Sting? Is that the one you sent? I want to see it. I haven't seen it. I will do it on Ill Crimes. I have to. I can't keep mixing content on these channels. YouTube doesn't know who to send the suggestion of the channel to because of that. All right, we also got Ill Films. I've been popping over there, doing Landman Season 2 and doing Mayor of Kingstown. Mayor of Kingstown is some wild shit, boy. Some wild shit. No, there's one that got arrested in a sting for minors. Nah, I ain't seen it. I want to see it. I want to see it on Ill Crimes. I do. I want to shit on them every chance they get, because me and Oso were talking about it today at breakfast. Me and Oso had breakfast and did what we call the world tour, where we go to the cemeteries and go visit the homies and shit. We went to breakfast and we were talking about these ICE guys. They just threw a bunch of dudes that couldn't be cops, couldn't be soldiers. You know, a bunch of bigots with masks, tough guys that wanted to fuck those guys. All that talk about National Guard in Chicago, they dropped their fat ass off, they picked their fat ass up, they bounced. They did the Tekashi when Tekashi went to O Block. How he was there for 13 seconds talking about where everybody at. Shout out Big June. When you doing Ill Crimes? Man, maybe tonight. Maybe after this stream. Because I feel like I want to do some body cams. Even though I'm backed up on body cams, I got so many videos of body cams that are coming out every day. And then I also have a backlog of edits that I got to do. But I might do Ill Crimes today. Go check out a couple body cams and see these ICE agents get popped off for doing what they do when they got their mask off. They bitch ass. All right. Shout out Shannon. I like Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah, that shit is wild. All right. I'm on the way to finishing up season 1. I'm gonna move straight on to season 2. I'm dropping
Jonathan Pantria sent $2 hashtag can't be confusing the algorithm hashtag like and subscribe hashtag it's free.
Shout out JP for the $2 power chat. Can't be confusing the algorithm. Like and subscribe. It's free. Don't cost you a damn thing. Shout out JP on the check-in in his ghillie suit. He came out on his Stone Cold shit. Uber Sancho Eats. Yeah, there you go. All right. But yeah, so I'll be doing Landman. Landman drops on Sundays, and I'll be dropping my reaction on Sundays. So we're gonna keep that going. The algorithm is popping over there. So go check out those channels. I'll drop the link in the chat, and the links for all the channels are in the description. They are also on the front page of the channel. Sub up on all these other channels. This channel is super scrutinized, right? So I have to pay attention to all of them as a unit and keep the algorithm from being confused. All right, but this one here is super scrutinized. Those other ones less scrutinized. So the more effort I put in those, the quicker growth they get, which will help me over here. Help me make up for the damages that I take doing a Bartell channel. You know what I mean? Salutes. King of Tulsa isn't too bad. It's no Sopranos, but it's interesting. I might be doing that one next. I'm trying to stay within. Listen, just for the sake of getting that channel where I want it to be, I have to do the shit that people are looking for the most. And Landman is one of those shows. You know what I'm saying? And that Taylor Sheridan universe. So Tulsa King is in there. I might stay in there. Yeah, I gotta see. Y'all are vouching for Tulsa King. I'm gonna check it out then. Yeah, I like some stuff about Landman. Some stuff annoys the fuck out of me about Landman. But go to Ill Films whenever you chilling, or you want to hear somebody you already seen the show, so it's more interesting sometimes when you've already seen the show. Go see what I thought of fucking Landman. But I'm on season 2, and I'll be dropping those every Sunday. That one today was just wild. Body cams of kids shot. Yeah, that Ill Crimes was crazy today. That story pisses me off. Arrogant ass cop. Shout out Big June. Never watched Landman. Yes, Billy Bob Thornton, Demi Moore. John Hamm was in the first season. Who else? Now they got Sam Elliott, great actor. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to seeing his performance on Landman. Can't miss with Sam Elliott. Period. Period. All right, man. Let's see. Maybe I'll cover one more thing over here. Pure Art. I'll put you in a fucking back.
Put him in a fucking bench.
Pure Art. I hope ICE takes you by accident, and you gotta go through the process of being recognized as a United States American. Bro, you gotta see Mobland. What the fuck is that? Hold on, man. What is Mobland? Mobland. Oh, Tom Hardy. This is a movie? This is a TV show? What? Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy, and Helen Mirren? What? This sounds crazy. Eddie Jimenez, you jumped the gun on him. We got to get Pure Art back. You got to bring him back. Let me see if I give him Pure Art. Tell us when you're back. It wasn't a warning shot. He gave you the whole kit and caboodle. All right. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to try to bring you back. I don't know if it adds to my 10 seconds or if it overpasses his, but if not, we'll see you tomorrow. Unless Eddie can bring you back.
Jonathan Pantria sent $2 hashtag beware of ill crimes hashtag especially at night hashtag fuck around find out hashtag IYKYK hashtag salutes my people.
Shout out JP for the $2 power chat. He said hashtag beware ill crimes, especially at night. Fuck around and find out. If you know, you know. Salutes my people. Yeah, JP be like, he don't want to fuck with ill crimes after a certain time. Too much wild shit going on in the world. Mobland. Everybody vouching for Mobland. I got to go. That's a bunch of good ass actors right there. Who else is in here? Yeah, that's a bunch of good ass actors right there. Shout out Eddie, trying to bring him back. We'll see if you can. I don't know. If not, Pure Art, you're always welcome. Let me see. All right. Well, Pure Art, if you're back, let us know. If not, move over to Ill Crimes. We're gonna be moving over there shortly. All right. Here's the link. All right. He hit you with the 24 hours. All right. You guys gotta understand. Pure Art just be saying shit. He be saying random shit. So we gotta give him a little grace, just a little. I threaten him, but you guys wait for the green light to put him away. Unless you're going to give him a little tap. You know, a little tap is one thing. Sending him to the fucking ADX in Colorado, that's a whole nother fucking scenario right there, right? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Make sure y'all follow that link right there. We're going to be moving over to Ill Crimes for a little bit. We got to get into the habit of doing that because... I wonder, no, I can't. I was going to make the live stream while I was sitting here, but I can't do that. Shout out Zach. Everybody says Mobland is absolute fire. Okay, I've heard enough. It's all you got to tell me. I'm ready to get my Mobland on. All right? I'm ready to get my Mobland on. Off the chain. Yeah, no. Eddie put Pure Art in the ADX, man. All right, PR got somebody in the back.
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
Somebody's in there next to him talking about, what's up, man? Can we walk the yard together? You know? PR was just having a good time. Eddie got him. Eddie, he gonna get you next time. And let me see. Can I get this boot back? No mama's way.
No mommy's way.
Apologies. Looks like I put him in the Indiana cornfields with the Spilatro brothers. Indeed you did. Indeed you did. Let me see. I don't know if I can get him back. Well, we'll see what his loyalty's like. We'll see if he joins us at Ill Crime. Sorry. Can we bust a spread tonight? What the fuck does that mean? All right. What are you talking about? Pure Art in there talking with Poacher. They having a whole conversation in there. He's like,
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right. That's crazy. All right, we're still healing up the channel from the auto dubbing debacle. So we're gonna have another short stream tonight, but we will be moving over to Ill Crime. So follow us over there. We're gonna go do some body cams and watch some ICE agents get fucking sent to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud,
shit.
right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail.
Okay.
Slow, jail.
Big June saying that's what they saying in the bathroom. Can we bust a spread tonight? Yeah. Jailhouse shit. Okay. No, that I get that now. I just didn't understand the context and what we were talking about. That shit is funny. Prison food. Yeah. I got you. That's funny. Mobland, huh? All right. Pure Art, join us at Ill Crimes. We'll be over there checking out body cams. Let's see if there's anything else to take a look at before we get out of here. Let's see. No, over here. Well, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Shannon dropped some body cams in the random content. We're gonna go look for. We're gonna go with the one with the biggest numbers. We're chasing numbers right now, all right? So I done sold out. Shannon knows what I'm talking about. Hold on a sec, y'all. Boom. Jack said he's down to throw in on the spread. Salute. Alright. Bust out the ramen noodles. Everybody gonna bust out the noodles and the summer sausage and the making a dip. I don't see nothing here. So I think we're going to get out of here and go to Ill Crimes. I'm really hoping that all of y'all join me at Ill Crimes. Because if we were watching body cams here tonight, most of y'all would stick around. So it's nothing to just follow us over. I'll be live over there about 10 minutes after I'm done here. Just got to set it all up. Ping, 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 ping. And move over there. But that's the best thing I can do for the channel. Rather than showing those body cams here, I'll move them over there and get the engagement over there and all that good stuff. All right. Hopefully y'all will join me. We'll try to keep it lighthearted in the case that JP wants to join us over there. We all know who's been down and who of us hasn't. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, there's nothing here. Boom. So, sounds like a plan. So I'm going to put that link in here once again. Ill Crimes is where we're headed for the live stream next. What I'll do next time I plan on doing this, what I'll do is I'll have that live stream already scheduled. That way, this one will lead straight there. That'll be better. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. All right. Boom. Again, there's the link for Ill Crimes. Join us over there. Let me holler at the chat real quick. Salutes to JP for the power chats. Let's see. Shout out Shannon, Deb, Daddy, Zach, my brother Oso. I saw Yuck TV was in here. Shout out Kenny, 323G, HG, McDan. Shout out Sheldon. Thank you for the insight. Dede, Pure Art. Meet us in Ill Crimes. You got Clippity Clap talking that ice shit. Shout out Velez, Big June, JP, Capo, you cuck. Shout out Eddie Jimenez, salutes. Wait, why does it look like I clapped Eddie Jimenez? Hold on. I did clap Eddie Jimenez. How can I bring him back? What the fuck is going on? Let's see. Here, I'm going to give him 10 seconds and see if that brings him back. Eddie, check in when you come back, bro. Because I don't know when I got rid of you. Let me see. Oh, see you all there. No, because over here it looks like I clapped you. I don't know. It's weird. I'll meet y'all over there at the other side. Shout out Eddie, Sheldon, Zach. Okay, he's here. He's good. Boom. All right, Pure Art. We don't know where the fuck he's at.
Put him in a fucking bench, man.
Everybody get clapped. You get clapped. You get clapped. You get clapped. You weren't clapped? Okay. Up here it says I deleted your shit. It said deleted by me. I'm like, okay, what happened? Bet. All right, man. With that said, I will holla. I'll see y'all over at Ill Crimes, man. Let's do some body cams and hang out on some body cams, right? Let's try to get disciplined with these channels and you know, keep from confusing. Hashtag don't confuse the algorithm, like JP said. Let's see, where's it at? Yeah, can't be confusing the algorithm. All right. Shout out Shannon. See you over there. All right, y'all. I will holla. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't hit it on the way in. Peace.